Hi folks, and welcome to another episode of Revv Motoring. And as you can see in the background, I've got a swimming pool. Am I going for a swim? Nope. We've got a vehicle which is something different from our usual fare. What vehicle am I talking about? Well, you're gonna find out. In 2016, a whole new level of luxury was introduced in the SUV segment with the launch of the Levante. From its launch until June 2017, a total of 25,000 Levantes have been sold in 72 countries around the world, making it one of the best-selling Maseratis during that time. The Levante is based on the Quattroporte Ghibli platform. It's now time to find out about the luxurious interior of the Maserati Levante. Alright, let's check out the interior of the Levante. The interior of the Levante is one of the most luxurious, yet done in such simplicity that it shows how much the Italian manufacturer has done to create this well thought out cabin. Levante's leather seats provide 12-way electric adjustments for the driver. No complaints from the rear seat passengers, especially with the wide girth of the Levante, which translates into lots of space for the rear seat passengers. Good headroom and shoulder room as well. The standard power tailgate, activated by buttons on the tailgate, key fob, or even the dome light panel, opens and closes automatically without any physical requirement to lift or even lower it. The system's special anti-pitching function immediately stops the closing procedure when an obstacle is detected. Looking at the exterior of the Levante, the extensive use of aluminium in the chassis, body and suspension. Well, the Maserati of SUVs is instantly recognizable from a distance, thanks to its imposing grille inspired by the sensational Alfieri concept. Okay, and in terms of headlights, well, featuring the bi-xenon and with LED technology, which blend into the trident symbol at the center of the grille. The muscular shape of the rear haunches underscores the car's definitive Italian style.
Let's go.
Hi everyone, certainly hope you enjoyed the review or presentation thus far on the all-new, or should I say the very first SUV or compact SUV from Maserati. It's the Maserati Levante SQ4 Gran Lusso S 3.0 V6. Alright, so yeah, it's a mouthful, but to be honest, this car is really a mouthful on its own. Really, there's just so many things going on with Maserati's new crossover SUV that's going to take a whole long time for me to get through this review. We've done a lot of on-road stuff in this SUV, and of course we're in Singapore off-roading to, I think, as you know, there's really nothing I can do in terms of off-roading, but if you're ever planning on taking it down up north in Malaysia, I think you can definitely check out some of this really cool off-roading capabilities of this SUV, which I no doubt it's able to do. Okay, looking overall at the car, of course, the first thing you're going to notice is the really cool imposing grille, which is not only evident in the Levante but the rest of the Maserati range, right? I simply just love the grille, and the grille of course was inspired by the Alfieri concept. If you know what that is, go Google it. Alright, so yeah, okay, we've got some really, and in terms of lighting wise, it's got bi-xenon lights with the use of LED technology to kind of light the way ahead. Alright, so you've got some really cool lighting which they've actually implemented in the car, nicely designed it to give that feline look to the Levante. Shape wise, fantastic looking from any angle that you look at it. Muscular shape, especially in the rear. It's got that nice hunch down look, all right, like something about to to launch off. All right, so the look is evident whether it's in the front or rear, but more evidently in the rear, especially. It's got a nice muscular look in the rear. Okay, now jumping into the interior of the car. First thing, when you open the door, the strong smell of leather hits you. It's just like,
baked bread in the morning, and that's the kind of feeling you get when you drive, when you get into this car, right? That really nice, refreshing comfort of all leather in this car. Okay, they've done away with hydraulics and gone to an EPS system, an electric powered steering. All right, which I think kind of helps it. It gives you better handling, razor sharp turns. Really, I mean, this car is the minute you touch it, it moves. It's so instantaneous response, right? So the EPS really works well in this car. A big car. You've got some really, it gives you a really nice response through the power of the EPS. And of course, on the steering wheel, you get your usual components or all the functions that you get in your normal car, from your cruise control functionalities to answering your phone. And of course, you got the nice display here, which allows you to scroll through the engine management systems. Okay, at all times, you know what's going on. You can see the displays, whether on how much fuel you have left. It also allows you to see your different drive modes. Everything is just right there, including your digital displays, all right, for your speedometer. So it's all there. But what I feel is, I love Maserati for keeping those analog displays, and the way they've done it in the usual Italian style. I simply prefer analog displays to digital any time of the day. Of course, you got that really nice, cool looking classic clock right there as well. All right, so a really nice intuitive display right in front of you, giving you everything, and I really mean everything, that you need to know about your car. And a lot of other features which they've added to the Levante. We've got this air suspension height system, all right, so which means that you can actually control the height, adjustable height of your ride. Okay, for especially, I think it's especially useful in off-roading, where you need a higher clearance. Right, so it allows you to actually raise the travel between for the car, from the wheel to wheel, so you may get more travel. But of course, that being said, you can actually lower the suspension when you're talking about high-speed driving. You want to get it really closer, a lower center of gravity. Well, you can actually lower your ride for the more sportier feel. Okay, so that's the whole with that's you can actually do it through the whole air suspension height system, which you can actually do it yourself. Okay, another safety feature, of course, when parking, is the surround view cam. For those of you who, especially with the size of this car, right, you want to make sure that you know everything that's around you. So with the surround view cam, it gives you a whole 360 view of your surroundings, so you can park nice and safely. Space-wise, right, of course, this being an SUV, what you'll be needing is space. Well, it's got 580 liters in the boot. Okay, lots of other storage spaces for everything that you need, from the nice, really spacious armrest, which, by the way, is actually cooled. Right, seriously, you can actually you can keep your drink in there, and it actually keeps your drink cool. Right, it's got a little AC system in there, which keeps everything nice and cool. So I think that's a really nice touch by Maserati, because I've kind of never seen that in any other vehicle so far, except in the Maserati in the back. All right, enough said. Let's talk about the whole drive experience. Well, if you missed out the numbers about the Levante, let me quickly jump into it right now. This is a 3-liter V6 twin turbocharged SUV. All right, so lots, and I really mean lots of power on tap right there. I don't know if you can hear. You can actually hear the engine really nice humming away as I'm keeping it within the speed limit, of course. Very tempting to go fast with this car, but hey, it's Singapore, right? No speeding. All right, so yeah, yeah. So lots of power on tap anytime you need with the Levante. In terms of how you get that done, whether it's in full auto, you can actually put it use paddle shifters. You've got just so many, even the gear lever, right? So there's so many options for you to actually control this car, get this car moving. 430 horses with 580 Newton meters of torque, and I think the car really needs it, because this is not a really light vehicle. The Levante is kind of on the heavy side, but with all the power that you have on hand, it really gives you enough power as and when you need it. In terms of mileage, it's on paper they've given you about 10.9, and our numbers, I think this is pretty subjective, because it's how you drive. Honestly, if you keep driving this bad boy in sports mode, I don't think you're gonna even hit 10.9. Honestly, all right. So I think what they give you on paper is just an indication about how or what kind of a numbers you're getting if you keep it in nice highway driving, keeping it at a nice speed, and not pushing it as much as you would, which I would probably if I'm not in Singapore. All right, so yeah, so 10.9, I think a really relatively safe number to give you when you're driving the Levante. And to make you enjoy that drive even better, they've got the different drive modes, which of course, once again, that's something that you see in lots of vehicles nowadays. So they've got it in a normal mode. There's the ICE mode, which it actually stands for increased control and efficiency. So it's basically what it does is it actually gives you a better fuel ratio in terms of how you get about moving. So it's like an economy mode, we call it, right? But I wouldn't really call it economy mode, but yeah. So ICE basically keeps you nice and level, giving you enough power and also saving you fuel at the same time. And if you want to go all out and crazy, well, go into sports mode. And last but not least, we also have the off-road capabilities of the car. So you actually have a choice of pressing this guy in off-road. And with all these modes which I mentioned, what happens is everything is adjusted accordingly, okay? Whether it's the throttle response, the steering feel, suspension, everything will be adjusted according to the way that you put it in. All right, so at any time, in any mode you put this car in, it will adjust the settings according to how you drive. Right, same goes for if you happen to be in the off-road mode. So yeah, there you go. So once again, folks, we want to thank you so much for joining us on this episode of Revv Motoring. Thank you so much for your support. For all the information that you need, do remember to check out all our platforms, whether it's our YouTube channel, social media. We are everywhere, and I really mean everywhere. Thank you so much, and we'll see you real soon on our next episode of Revv Motoring. Till the next time, as we say in Italy, ciao.
Okay folks, it's time to wrap up our drive experience with the all-new Levante. Well, first of all, as I mentioned at the beginning of the episode, the Levante is joining the fray in an ever-growing luxury SUV segment with brands like Lamborghini, Porsche and Mercedes already there. But that being said, what do you know about Maseratis? That's right, it is a performance vehicle, and with the Levante what you're getting is, what I think anyway, the best of both worlds. That all performance of a sports vehicle packed in a very beautiful package, which is the Levante. And I'm not talking about the exterior, but a really cool, comfortable interior. And that being said, in Singapore especially, where to be honest there isn't really much off-roading and speed to actually speak of, I think you're gonna love the Maserati. So in terms of choices out there, if you're looking for something to give you all sportiness and all comfort, and of course what I love, Italian styling, I think the Levante is gonna be an SUV that you want to consider. We want to say a big Revv Motoring thank you to our friend Gary for allowing us the use of his beautiful home for our shoot. And of course, we want to say a big thank you to Tridente Automobili for the use of the Levante. And to find out more about Revv Motoring and all the motoring and lifestyle episodes we have shot thus far, check out our website at the link right there. Till we catch you again, this is Renee signing off. And as always, folks, do not drink when you drive, do not use your handphones while you drive, and always look out for your fellow pedestrians and motorists. Till you catch you again, this is Renee signing off. And you know what, folks? I think I'm going to take a dip in the pool.